Hello, and welcome to Channel Divinity, a 5th edition actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I am Trent. I will be the host and DM for this adventure, for this homebrew adventure. And going around the table, we have...
I'm David, and I play Cassiel.
Dean, and I play Vesper Ravenwing.
I'm Gordon, and I played Blank.
All right. Last time on Channel Divinity, that's the name of the podcast that I definitely don't forget. Last time on Channel Divinity, we had another day of the hunt. And as the party went out, they first found only moose tracks to the north, so they rotated down to the east, where they found a corrupted deer. Not elk, it was deer. Found a corrupted deer who, despite being massive and having two sets of horns,
Double-decker deer head.
Double-decker deer head, they killed it and they turned that in, basically ensuring they win the deer prize. After that, they went and had a brief conversation with Horus so that he could go and, as the Templar of the town, that he could go and eliminate the corruption permanently. They decided to head south for the third day of the hunt, and we're actually going to skip that the whole day and go straight to the awards. I am going to roll percentile dice right now for how good of a elk they found. 71, so they actually found a pretty good elk. But we are here in the final day. It is 6 o'clock sharp. There's the stage, and the mayor, pretty sure his name is Mayor Burton, is there. And he takes his bowler hat off his head and kind of holds it in his hand fidgetingly, and he looks out at all of the hunters, and he says, "Hello, thank you everyone once again for participating in the yearly buck hunt again. I don't need to say a speech. Let's just get on with the prizes. First place for the moose prize. Bring it out." Drum roll. And out comes y'all's rack.
Let's go!
Whoa, yeah! You have won the moose prize. And he says, "All right, so it looks like this is Blank's team. Blank, why don't you come up here with your team and receive your prize?"
We walk up. Or
Right.
at least I walk up, yeah.
While Blank walks up... Oh, did he signal for all of us? Or...
Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
All right.
Blank and his team, yeah, so.
All right, then I just say quietly as we walk up, we need a team name.
Do you need a team name? Do you have one?
All right,
Are
so...
we just gonna call it Blank's team? That
We'll
sounds
decide
too
later.
cheap. Okay,
We'll
fine.
decide
We'll
All
decide
right, so
later.
we're going to take these antlers, and we're going to keep them. But here's your prize. And he reaches into, not a bag, he reaches under the podium that he's at, and he pulls out a pair of boots. And so these boots have a sleek, sport-like look. They've got a big, thick rubber sole, and they're white. And then on the sides of them, they have
Got us some Nikes?
got
on
us some
the
Cloud
side of
Michaels?
them, there's a picture.
Cloud Michaels?
There's a picture of a man jumping with his legs spread out and his arm right up into the sky. And he says, "This is a relic from the nearby Zand. They're called Sky Michaels."
Oh, gosh.
Dang it, Trent.
and he says, "So the local one of the local hunters, Tom, he found these, but he's already got another relic that he's trying to rank up, and this doesn't start with any basic ability at its current rank, so you'll need to rank it up in the future. But they're all for you." And he holds them out to your team, whoever wants to take them. And so once again, as a relic, whoever wears them, first you have to attune to them, and then anytime you get a final hit on an enemy, the relic you hold collects a soul. And once it reaches a certain number of souls, it will evolve and rank up and gain more and better abilities. You can have more than one, but if you have more than one, you have to choose which direction the soul goes. And also some relics have abilities that use souls to activate, so that it will delay its evolution. But as Mayor Burton said, these shoes have these boots, they're boots. These Sky Michaels have no initial ability at their current rank.
Cassiel will grab them.
Okay.
Okay, I was about to be like, compare them to my shoe size because I'm like 6'5", and I'm like,
they are magic.
they
so
don't
can
fit me.
resize to any size.
Oh, okay, well, he's going to measure them anyway and say they don't fit.
But
so.
he says, let's give them all a hand. Let's go. Yeah. And everyone claps in the audience, and they're like, yeah, I saw that moose. There's no way. It's a good thing I went for the deer category instead. And
what they don't know.
He says, all right, next up for the elk category, drum roll. And it's...
Sharon, I mean...
It's the Masked Hunter. Why don't you get up here, Masked Hunter? And the Masked Hunter walks up. So epic. They've got a big black longbow on their back with their whole black outfit and the Zorro mask on. And they walk up, and the mayor says, well, Masked Hunter, you've won 3 years in a row. First was moose, next was deer, now you've won the elk. Congratulations, and here's the prize. And he holds out a potion. He says, this is a special potion made by our resident alchemist, Naria. And he gestures to the side, and everyone kind of turns and looks, and they see a high elf, and she just like waves. And then he says, this is a potion of elk speed. You drink it, and you get faster. Game terms, you drink this potion, and you gain 5 feet of movement speed permanently. And so the mayor hands it to the Masked Hunter and says, congratulations on your 3rd win in a row. Everyone, let's give him a round of applause. And there's significantly less applause.
Does she go over and stand somewhere in the crowd?
Why are you saying she?
Yeah, you don't know it's a she.
Do they go over and stand somewhere in the crowd?
Yeah, they just walk back into the crowd.
Okay.
Blank starts cheering, just, woo, yeah, let's
Stag
go.
is off to the side.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Masked Hunter, yeah!
So real fast, Cassiel is going to walk up to her and say, congratulations for your win, and extend his hand for a handshake.
Does not respond.
Okay. Then I'm going to walk, and I'm going to try to walk away so I can be behind her. And then, since this is a new day, I'm going to pull out my thorn, and I'm going to try to sneak it on her person.
Roll a sleight of hand.
This is the second one I have expertise in. It's a 23.
It does not beat her 27.
What? What did you roll?
Oh my
I rolled
goodness,
good.
dude.
And the Masked Hunter has incredible perception.
Dang.
So they notice you trying to sneak the thorn on them, and they just swat your hand out, and the thorn drops to the ground. And I'll just say it dissolves.
What? Doesn't dissolve.
Okay, it doesn't dissolve. I thought if it doesn't go on a person, it dissolves. Either way, slaps it, and now the thorn's just on the ground.
I'll
and
just pick it up. And
the Masked Hunter
walk away.
just looks at you, and then just turns and slowly walks away from you.
Alright, I'll pick it up and walk back to the group.
While that was happening, Mayor Burton's like, all right, and for the final place for the deer category, we had a bit of a conundrum. Luckily, Horace was already able to solve this, so no one needs to panic, and he's still holding the bowler hat, kind of just like wringing it in his hands. There was a corrupted deer. Again, hey, no one panic. Everyone's kind of like, oh, corrupted deer, oh my goodness, corruption. And then he's like, no one needs to panic. Horace already took care of it. We're all fine.
Is Horace back in like the crowd, or where is he at?
Yeah, Horace is probably in the back of the crowd somewhere.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So yeah, he's just standing there, like everyone's like, oh, Horace, and he's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Mayor Burton continues. He says, so with this, we've decided to have 2 first places because it's not really fair with a corrupted animal, but it is still a deer technically. So first, Blank Squad for killing the corrupted deer initially. Why don't you come on up here? And they hold out the skull, and it's got the 2 antlers, and it's like grotesque. And he's like, yeah, this is like a mean sucker. Come up here. And for second place or first place, really, who would have won first place, but now they're getting second place, and we're just tying them up. The Masked Hunter again. Why don't you come up here? And the Masked Hunter again, and they hold up a deer, and it is a huge rack for a deer, but it is still not as big as the corrupted deer. And you both come up, and he says, so normally the prize for this one is 300 gold, but because, the complications were just split in half. Both of you get 150. And he hands it to y'all's team, 150, and then hands to the Masked Hunter 150.
150 each, or just 150?
No, just 150 total.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's 50 each if you're splitting it. And he says, oh, thank you. Everyone claps. And he says, all right, once again, everyone, I will pay for one final night stay at Antlers Inn for everyone. just use some of your money, proprietize the town, and spread the word for next year's hunt. Well, yeah, we'll see y'all next year. Woo! And he starts clapping, and everyone slowly is like, yeah, dang it. Stupid mass hunter and blank. A lot of them turn and look and they're like, ah.
I'm gonna take the rack that we have and just hold it up and just go, woo!
He's like, yeah, and then May Burton walks over and is like, all right, yeah.
Can I walk over to the masked hunter too?
Sure, yeah. You're both on the stage right now. So.
Okay, I'm gonna grab their hand, or try to at least, and like raise it up.
They like don't let you grab their hand.
Oh, okay. And I kind of like, oh, never mind. I guess never mind, and then just walk
the
back.
masked hunter hands the antlers back to the mayor and then just walks away.
Cool. Yeah, I'll hand the rack back and walk back to the team.
All right, cool. And with that, the hunt is officially over. So the ball is in your court. Again, Horace did ask you to come back so we could give you recommendations. And actually, as you get off the stage, Blank, Stag walks up to you and he puts his arm around your shoulder. He's like, I know my son could do great. My son's great. And then he says, oh, also, Blank, so here's the thing.
Yeah, Dad.
Dad, feels so good. So we have some family business that we need to get a handle. You need to go talk to your sister, okay? She's got this more under wraps than me. It's Naria. You've talked to her several times.
Yeah.
Just go talk to her. She's got, I don't know where Stag's voice is going. This is not Stag's normal voice.
just try and get back.
I'm Stag.
There you go.
I can get back. Yeah, so you just gotta go talk to your sister Naria. She'll handle things. She's got the information. I gotta get back to my place. The wife gets a little nervous when I'm out too long. See you later. And he turns and starts walking back to his store.
Bye, Dad. All right, I'll go talk to Naria.
Have fun with your sister.
And he'll turn to the rest of the group and say, I'm gonna go talk to Naria. Apparently there's some family business with my sister.
Is she in town?
She should be, yeah. She made the potion, right?
Yeah, Naria's the one that made the potion.
Oh, all right.
Is she just up on stage?
Naria is your sister?
Yeah. And he just says that with like a big smile on his face, like that's not odd at all.
Naria is Stag's daughter.
Oh, okay. You want to meet up at Kill 'em and Grill 'em later? Celebrate our wins?
Sure, yeah.
Sweet.
I hope cook up some mean stuff for you guys.
Oh yeah, I love the stuff you cook.
All right, so you go off to talk to Naria. She's already walked back to her alchemist shop.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you two, what do you two want? Are you gonna go talk to Horace? You gonna?
Yeah, I left him a note.
Oh, that's right. I remember what the note says. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll go to Horace.
All right.
I will. I can't speak for him.
Yeah. Okay. You both walk up to Horace. We're gonna do your scene first, and then we'll go for the blank. You both walk up to Horace. Horace is still there. He walks slow, unlike everyone else that's dispersing, so he's still slowly walking back to his house. And he sees you, he's like, oh, boys, how are you doing? I went to Stag for a second. Boys, how are you doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good, Horace.
Oh, that's great. I was able to handle that corruption lickety-split.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. But, I was gonna write you some recommendations, wasn't I? Oh, come on back to my house and we'll write some stuff. And he slowly...
Have you been back to your place since coming home?
I have. He looks at you and he says, I saw the note that you left me. Let's talk. Let's talk when we get to my house. He slowly walks back to his house, and once he gets there, he takes out a piece of paper and he quickly writes a little note down and signs his name at the bottom, and he hands it to both of you and it just says, like, yeah, these boys would be really good for the Templars, from your friend Horace. And he hands it to him and he says, make sure you give that to Glib. He'll give you a good word, and my word will hold sway for him. And then he says, now son, what can I help you with? I saw your note, but I'm a little confused. Is it private?
It's private.
Oh,
Alright, well, I'll just go to the Killman Girlman. Well, actually, here's just some elk meat I promised you. And I give him the...
He goes, oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you later.
Yeah, we'll see you later. All right, you leave, and he says, okay, well, what can I help you with, son?
I pull out my scroll.
He looks in and, whoa.
And I say, "Oh, I'm not sure."
He
Horace,
says nothing. He stands there
Horace, I'm not
forever.
sure how much I should tell you or could tell you.
He just looks at you, gentle eyes. Tell me as much as you're comfortable with, my boy. Sit down, please. And he gestures to a seat next to him, and he sits down.
I sit down too. So I will hand him the scroll.
He takes it and he looks at it. So
as he's looking at it, I say, I had some kind of, I don't know if you'd call it a vision, but a figure appeared to me, and they gave me this scroll, and that's when well, the scroll kind of manifests certain powers. I've been growing a lot closer to just like the world around me and nature, and I've seen some magical abilities in the past, but the scroll I can't really read it, but there's like one passage there.
He looks down at it, and he can read the passages you can read.
And
actually, wait a second. No, it's written in a language he can't read, so never mind.
What language is it written in again?
It's written in... You probably do know. It's written in the language of your hometown, so...
Okay.
The language that you're most comfortable reading.
Okay. And so I point at that line. I say, this line right here is the one I wrote down for you. When I first walked up to you, this line, my scroll pulsed, like a magical pulse, and this line was glowing. So I just wanted to ask you, like, do you know why, what about the corruption of the blood of magic, and... Because that's the line, right?
Yeah, that's the line.
Why would my scroll recognize you?
Let me get my pipe. And he grabs his pipe and he tucks some, I don't know, whatever he smokes into it, and he lights it and he... Well, how much do you know of the previous age?
The age of Inquisition?
Yeah.
I know a little bit. I'm not as familiar. I lived kind of secluded, but I know that magic kind of faded, and people freaked out.
That's the gist of it. When magic started fading initially, there is an organization called the Order of Xandros, and they
like the towers?
Yeah, they made the towers.
Oh.
The towers are their home bases. It was quite a while ago. Over 150 years ago. It was the end of that age.
So they were on each island? Because doesn't every island have one of their towers then?
Yep. They controlled the world. And they reigned with terror, preventing people from using magic to save it for themselves. And to try their best to bring it back. It started with noble intentions, I'm sure. But over time, it became twisted. But the reason they are no longer here is, at the end of that era, they thought they found a way to bring magic back.
I think I've heard of that. That's the corruption, right?
Yeah. They brought the corruption into the world on accident instead of magic. If you're talking about the corruption of magic's blood, I don't know anything about magic's blood. But if you're talking about the corruption of magic, that's the corruption. And as a Templar, I fight the corruption. And I'm one of the oldest of the Templars. I fought it for a long time. So maybe that's why it responded to me. But what do I know? I'm just an old man.
So, I mean, if I wanted to... I mean, the instructions are to cleanse it.
Well, as a Templar, the world knows that we are the only ones that can truly kill the corruption. That's not quite true. Even us as the Templars can't truly kill the corruption. He reaches down to the sword and he with his thumb, and it just pops out a little bit, and you see a pitch black sword. And just when he opens it a little bit, you just feel like this pressure, like gravity on you is just multiplied by like 30 times. And he quickly closes it.
I don't stumble.
He rolled some kind of check.
Strength.
Yeah. But he quickly closed it and he says, Yeah, that's a magicite weapon. Only the Templars have them. Only the Templars know how to make them. They're dangerous weapons.
Are they all as strong as that? I almost got knocked over.
No. Mine's stronger than most. When the Templars fight a corrupted being, or even the corruption in its mist form, we can absorb it into our magicite weapons. But even then, it doesn't get destroyed. It's just stored. Magicite is originally a white, pure color. But the more demonic, more corruption that gets absorbed into these weapons, the darker they become. They go to gray and then eventually pitch black. And we drain the weapons out regularly because there's a danger to wielding a weapon full of corruption. Mine's due for a draining. But we drain them out into big stores of magicite we have at the home base. And, well, even there, it's not destroyed. It's just stored. So I don't know if we really cleanse as much as we do prevent the damage from it.
Has anyone ever actually cleansed or destroyed it?
I don't know. But if anyone does know, they're keeping it secret. They're not telling the world. I really wish they would, though. He kind of turns and he looks off. I really wish they would.
Do you know who would know?
No.
Oh, okay. I just thought that you were thinking of someone specific right now.
No. Like I said, I've been fighting for a long time. And I've seen many a boys, similar to you, lose themselves to the corruption. And it hurts. And if we could stop that from happening, that would be my goal.
Well, thank you for, I guess the advice, or the lesson.
Of course.
Please,
that's what the old are here for.
Maybe don't tell people about the scroll. I'm not exactly sure what it is or where it came from yet.
He nods his head and says, I'll keep it a secret for you. As long as unless you join the Templars, you're gonna need to keep what I told you a secret as well.
Oh, is that secretive?
Well, most people think that we destroy the corruption instead of storing it.
Yeah, I guess it'd be good not to spread that.
Yeah, we don't want people to know we're just mopping things up, waiting for the next time it breaks out.
Okay, and is he holding the scroll still?
He's handed it back to you, probably.
Okay.
He probably would have. He would have, at least.
Okay, I put the scroll back into its container, and I say, thank you, Horace.
Of course. Sorry for the somewhat bleak conversation.
Yeah.
I normally like to keep things more happy.
Yeah, me too normally, but this has just been on my mind for a while. Recently, I used to not care, but I don't know. I feel like this might be important.
Maybe. I can't give you any piece of advice for something I know nothing about, but trust your instincts. You got a good set of them, boy. Boy!
Thanks.
Yeah. Why don't you go off and meet up with your friend?
You said you needed your sword to get drained, I guess? Are you traveling there? Do you want us to bring it?
No. I don't think you'd be able to handle it. Nothing against you. But, like I said, I'm one of the oldest Templars and one of the most skilled.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't know how it works. I didn't, if I could save you a trip.
No, I need to go at some point anyways. I gotta go see Glib.
Do you want to go with us? We're headed there soon.
Just trying to get a strong NPC with you?
No.
He says, no, but I can't leave the town. If I left, what would happen if a corrupted came? Wait.
Should we send, we could maybe say that you need a substitute or something.
Yeah, tell Glib that I need to come see him. He should send a substitute.
Who is Glib?
Oh, he's the leader of the Templars.
The leader?
Yeah, my good friend, Glib. He's a gnome.
Okay.
Quite a man, that gnome. He's a good guy.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll make sure he knows that you need a break or something like that.
Yeah, he nods his head.
Okay, thanks, Horace. I'll make sure to let Glib know. And I stand up and I kind of, nod at him. And
he waves and he says, Good luck, my boy. And he follows you out, because you walked in his house. He follows you out and he sits on his rocking chair to finish his pipe.
Okay, and I walk towards the Kill 'em and Grill 'em then.
Cool. We're gonna jump over to you, Blank. You walk up to your sister's alchemy shop, and I guess you open the door and you walk right in.
Mm-hmm.
What you see, you've seen this several times, but I'll describe it for the audience's sake. The walls are covered in shelves full of potions of all sorts, and there's actually a big black cast iron pot in the center of the room with a little fire underneath it, and it's looks like a classic witch's cauldron. It's got a weird purplish liquid inside of it that's slowly bubbling. And Narya, there's a counter, and Narya is standing behind the counter. As you walk in, she goes, "Oh, Blank!
Hello, Narya.
Welcome back!" As you walk in, you see her, and you've met your sister several times before, but she's a high elf with thick raven black hair, and she actually has cat eyes, not regular eyes. Her eyes are the slits that cats have.
Are they yellow?
Yes.
So what else is she wearing? Is she wearing an apron,
she's wearing a purple robe, but it's it's not a full robe. It's almost like a lab coat, but it only goes down to the waist, and it's split open in the center, and you can see her basic leather clothing underneath it.
Gotcha.
And then she's wearing just a basic pair of black pants and shoes.
Got you. Okay. Does she think it's weird that I talk normal now?
Oh, that's a good point. She goes, "Oh, hey, Blank, it looks like you kind of gained back some of your emotions. That's good."
What? What are you talking about?
You were kind of beep, 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 boop, and she does the robot for a second. You were kind of very, very
I don't think I've ever made any of those
speech.
noises in that succession before.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've heard those noises come from you before. But man, it doesn't matter.
Maybe I just forgot.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's no big deal. So what are you here for?
I just wanted to come say hi. Also, more importantly, Stag, Dad wanted me to come talk to you about something.
Oh yeah, Dad. Yeah. Oh yes. Oh, the family business.
Yeah.
Did he say he was going to send you for that?
Possibly. He just said I needed to talk to you about it.
We'll have you do it. She reaches down under the counter and pulls out 3 things.
I'm doing what?
You'll see. You'll see, she says. She pulls out 3 things. It's 2 pieces of paper and 1 big bag of gold. She says, "All right, first, We've got a family business going on, a family project, you could say. This is really, really important.
Okay.
I need you to go to Stemdale and to pick up this for me. And she holds out a piece of paper.
Okay.
And on the paper is a picture of a magicite crystal. So it's just like, a basic crystal. And there's like notes all around it. Think of like a D&D paper, which you
Yeah,
see
where
like
it's like certain things are circled
like
and certain
circled
things
and
are
notes,
like
arrows
scribbled
pointing
off.
at it.
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
like, yeah, this. And this is not just a normal magicite crystal. This is a magicite crystal filled with the power of the earth and nature. And so this is incredibly, incredibly rare, especially one of this high quality. The quality comes from the shine it has. But it's being sold at the auction at Stemdale in 2 months from now.
Okay.
I have an invitation to the auction, and she holds up the other piece of paper, and you see it's almost like cardboard. But it's just like thick paper. And it's like very fancy red.
They got
it's
that
like,
fancy cardstock.
yeah, the
Let's
fancy
go.
cardstock. It's like shimmering and like it's like reflective almost. It almost looks like it's laminated. And she says, "This is the invitation to get into the auction. It's being sold there, and this can let in one person and their small group with them." She puts that back on the table and she lifts up the final thing. It's a big bag. She says, "This is the money we need to buy that." And she puts it down and it clatters. And she says, "This is 5,000 gold. This is why it's important. That's why we got to keep this in the family.
Okay.
I need you to go participate in the auction and buy this magicite crystal and bring it back to me, okay?"
I will do that.
Awesome. She slides the 3 things to you. She says, "Remember, if you can get it for cheaper than this 5,000 gold, that would be great."
How much do they usually go for?
It's an auction, so you can never tell. Depends on the other people that are going to be there.
I know
and
it's
how much
usually at
they
an
bid.
auction, but like, how much would a magicite crystal go for?
I mean, a regular magicite crystal, you can buy it for like pennies on the dime. But for this kind of magicite crystal, of this purity and with the power of nature inside of it, I don't know. If it wasn't in an auction, you could probably buy it for around 2,000. But you never know at an auction.
How am I supposed to tell the difference between one that's like filled with the nature and
You'll be able to tell.
not?
You'll be able to tell when you see it. You've got
Okay.
that innate magic inside you. I know. I've seen the spells you cast. You've got that inside you. You'll be able to tell, but just by looking at it. And also, they're not going to sell regular magicite crystals at an auction. Only going to sell the highest of quality things. So, yeah. And you know what, Blank? Any money you don't spend on this crystal, you can keep. And you can spend on something else at the auction if you want. Yeah, that'll be a little incentive for you to get it as cheap as possible.
I'll do my best to get it as cheap as possible.
Yeah, she nods her head and she slides it over to you and says, "Hey, also, before you go, you want to try the random potion of the day?" She gestures to the big pot in the center of the table.
You know I always love to, and
Of
he's gonna
course.
walk over.
Of course, Stag's daughter has something like that.
She says, "Yeah, I just throw a bunch of random ingredients inside each day
What
and
color
see
is
what comes
it?
out." It's purple right now.
It's purple right now.
Yeah. You know,
He's done
Tylo
this before a
always
couple of
comes and
times.
picks up the extra stock, so it's not really a loss. It's just an experiment to see what I get.
He'll take a swig of it. He's done this before a couple of times. He'll do it.
All right, I got to pull up my random magic potion.
You are now under the poisoned effect for 1 week.
Haha, get
For
wrecked. I'm
life.
resistant to poison, so or I'm immune to poison. One of the two. Hold on, let me check.
Probably resistant to poison damage, immune to disease.
roll me a d20.
Just a D20.
Yep, just a d20.
Since it's purple, I do my purple die. Oh no, it's a crit fail.
It's a crit fail?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're poisoned.
Oh, look at that. Okay. Who knew?
I called it.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You drink it and you are now under the poison condition for the next 6 hours. Oh my goodness.
That's awful.
So that means
Okay,
you have
so-
disadvantage on all ability checks and attack throws, attack rolls, and saving
So if I'm
throws.
resistant to
Everything,
poison,
pretty
what does
much.
that do? Does that just mean
That would mean you take half poison damage. This
Oh,
is
okay.
the poison condition.
this is the poison condition?
Yeah. Oh, actually, it's on my damn screen. Disadvantage on attack. Oh, so not saving throws, just attack rolls and ability checks. But yeah,
That's still horrible.
that's still really bad for the next 6 hours.
He kind of just like Oh.
Who knew
and he just makes like
robot
this.
could be poisoned?
So it, like he starts making this like drone noise, almost like an old school computer loading, and it's just like, and it's just like almost skipping a little bit.
So I guess today's isn't that good, is it?
And he just keeps making the drone noise.
She walks up to you and like slaps you on the back. All right, get out of here. Unless you want to stay, I'm more than happy to talk to you.
I will stay in the vicinity.
Oh, back to the halted language. I hope my potion didn't do that. That would suck. Well, I'll see you soon, brother.
Farewell, designation Naria. And he like turns swiftly and heads out the door directly.
The camera just looks at her and she just nods her head. It'll be fine. and walks back behind the counter. All right, you all meet up at the Kill 'em and Grill 'em. You have a hearty meal.
Is Sharon there?
Sharon is there.
I'm gonna attune to the boots.
Oh, you're
Well, actually, I'm gonna talk to them first. Vesper. Oh, Blink, you're back. I was just wondering. We've got this relic now. These boots. They said they don't do anything.
Call them what they are.
We've got these Sky Michaels.
There you go.
And who should? I would love to equip them and see what they have to do. But, we are a group. We earned them together. What do you think we should do with them?
Well, the boots do not fit my souls.
Well, they're magical, so they'd probably shape to your feet. Wait, are you okay, Blink?
Scanning. I am 78% well.
What's the 22% for?
I have been affected with a poison.
You're poisoned. Okay, how did you get poisoned?
From designation Naria.
Your sister poisoned you.
Yes,
Should we be
affirmative.
concerned?
The poison shall wear off in 4 hours, 30 minutes, 22 seconds, 38 milliseconds.
That sounds miserable. Well, alright. Vesper, what's your thoughts on the boots then?
I mean, you can take him. They don't really go along with my style because he like looks down. He's wearing like all dark blue and like grays, and he's like bright white shoes. Like, yeah, you got him.
Yeah, Cassiel's clothes. He's got like the white tunic shirt, but like the rest of it is like black or like dark.
But his
brown
tunic
as
is
well.
white.
Bro is dripping this D&D world. My goodness.
Well,
This
it's
guy's
like
just Elvis.
remember how I described it? He's got like the baggy
like,
sort of white
yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean shirt that's like
type shirt that's opened up.
yeah, opened up almost down to the belly button.
It's really far.
Yeah.
Is it like buttons and it's just not buttoned, or is it just always open that much?
I mean, there are buttons.
Oh, I thought we said it was like just a really deep V.
It's it's like Pirates of the Caribbean, so there are like string ties for it.
Oh, okay.
But
It's down
it's
really
never
far.
tied.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he's got like the bronze skin, and he does wear gloves. They're fingerless gloves as well. But most of it's black and brown, and then the one white shirt, so it kind of fits. He's probably gonna go to a cobbler to dye them.
The magic
It
happens, they
totally
can't be
fits.
dyed.
What are you talking about? White and white.
Yeah. And then if you have the secondary color that's like your cloak or whatever, it looks
White
really nice.
shoes? No.
Yeah.
Okay, none of us are good at fashion.
White-
No.
White shoes are very popular.
Well, this is a fantasy world, and I'm a rogue.
That is true. This is a fantasy world. No
Here's the
one
thing, you
wears
just have,
white
like-
shoes.
Here's the thing, you're sprinting and you just look like streaks of white, and then you just disappear, and then you just come back and slash,
If-
and then you disappear.
Better get a toothbrush or else they'll go gray.
Yeah, serious.
They're magic. They can't get dirty.
Yo, let's go.
Well, he'll put him on. He'll start to attune to him anyway.
All right, you start to attune to him. Y'all have a good hearty meal.
Sharon, how's it going?
Oh, I'm doing good. How you?
Good.
I saw you won two and a half of the places.
Yeah. I didn't see you.
Yeah, I was there. I was with my dad.
Oh, cool. Oh wait, who is your dad Andor?
Andre.
Andre?
So I looked at my notes. The name was like Ander or something like that, but I called him Andre at one point, and now I don't remember which one I've been calling him. So we're just going to keep with Andre.
Yeah. Andre's your dad, right?
Yeah, Andre's my dad.
Cool. You guys make a lot of money during the hunt?
We always make a lot of money during the hunt. Speaking of that, she kind of like looks around, and it's very busy. She's like, I can't talk long, but I gotta keep waiting on tables. But
I have come in for my shift.
Oh, Blank, you're back to being Blank. Great. Why don't you come under the back and you can help us cook some stuff?
Do you know if our jerky's ready yet?
I will ask my father about that.
Sounds good.
And she runs off, keeps waiting tables, comes back a little while later. Yes, your jerky's ready. And she puts down a big bag on the table, and it's full of just a bunch of jerky.
Thank you very much. And did we pay you beforehand?
We did. You did. Or my dad said he took it out of the money that you sold him for the other meat.
Oh, that's right. I remember now.
Yeah. Anyways, you're always welcome here. So keep dining. She keeps walking around, waiting on tables. All right.
I think we're just gonna drink. Blank, can you believe we got the same amount of points as your hero?
Wait, what?
The masked hunter.
Oh, I think he's just cooking right now.
Yeah, no,
Blank's not even there.
Blank's in the back cooking stuff. Whatever stuff is.
You know, Vesper, the masked hero's not really... The masked person's not really a hero to me, but it's pretty impressive.
Sorry, I got lost in thought, and then I thought Blank was here.
No, Blank's in the box still.
He brought us these really weird things. I think they're, snails? Or...
Escargot.
I love snails. We have those back where I'm from.
It's true. Probably one of the only things.
Oh.
Nasty.
He brings out a plate of, like, venison that he's carved up, and...
But it's the organs.
No, what? Come on.
You bring him regular.
Okay, I was like, what?
Roll a cooking check.
All right, fine. I'll do that. That's a 4, so I guess I do bring out the organs.
No, you bring out some stuff. It's just like, what did y'all request? Like, what kind of rarity?
Medium rare.
Yeah, probably same.
It's like leather. It's like way overcooked.
I stick it in my bag with the rest of my jerky.
It's like, well done.
Thanks, Blank.
Of course.
And I think Vesper's just going to, like, maybe small talk, so if you guys want to do small talk, but he'll just be like, yeah, we won. We got money. Or, wait, yeah, we did get money. And those boots.
True, we'll have to see what the boots do. Vesper, where are you going from here?
I'm going out to Stemdo.
Alright, I think that's where I'm headed to.
You got a note from Horace too, right?
Yes. So we'll have to ask Blank when he gets back where he's going. I know he wanted to explore and check out the star thing, but we'll see if he wants to come with us. Are you okay with traveling with me as well?
Yes, I mean, we're both going that way.
Should be safer.
Yeah, we never know when Nelson is going to hire another thug to take us out or something.
That's true. I'm still very upset that I wasn't able to solve that.
Have we seen Nelson?
You have not seen Nelson. He wasn't even there at the award ceremony either.
Jail.
You have not seen him since y'all talked to his dad about it.
Okay. Yeah, well... yeah, I'm heading to Stemdale. I'm gonna try and talk to the Templars over there. Maybe get a little bit more information on, I guess the reason why I came here in the first place. I want to find out more about the corruption from them.
Well, it kind of lines up with my goals as well. I myself am after information about the corruption, and would like to take it down where I find it, so I'll probably go there as well. I just remembered, I need to talk to Horace about a few things. When do you think we'll be leaving?
I was planning on leaving in the morning.
Alright. What time is it, Trent?
The award ceremony was at 6, so it's in the evening for sure. Sun's setting soon.
Alright, probably. I mean, Horace is old. He's probably up at the crack of dawn. I'll go. I'll go talk to Horace tomorrow morning, and we'll be on our way. Hopefully, Blank. As I see him kind of pass.
You hear like a bunch of pots like clatter in the back, and he kind of like, huh! What?
Poison condition over.
The poison condition isn't over. It was
That's true,
because
it's not over
Narya
yet.
smacked him in the back of the head.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was the poison.
No, the poison condition is still going.
Blank.
Yeah.
Where are you headed to next?
Oh, Narya gave me this little commission that she wants me to do for Stag and her. I'm going to be going to attend an auction that's up at Stemdale.
Stemdale. All right, perfect. Me and Vesper are going up to Stemdale.
Oh,
You should come with us.
I was planning on it.
Awesome. That's good. We've got a kind of group here. We should come up with a group name like we talked about before.
We should.
Why would we need a name?
Well, if we're gonna be traveling together.
Why do you have to have a name for our group? We're not like part of any organization or anything.
It's
We're
part
the
of
organization
the
of 3. And as he says that, he kind of just like, oh man, my head still hurts.
It's part of the fun.
Blank, you're talking normal again.
Yeah, it was just because Narya hit me in the back of the head. I don't know where she hit me, but
Probably right where it
messy.
sparks.
maybe. Wait, it sparks? Where?
On the back of your head.
On the back of my head, and he kind of tries to like feel for it.
As you touch it, sparks shoot out.
There?
We should probably get that looked at. Maybe
As he
there's-
notices it, he's gonna like fiddle with the
Sorry.
wires in the back.
Has either of you two actually looked at the back of his head at any point in time? Like, you've been together for like 3 days.
Probably.
Okay, if you had ever looked, you would see that there's like a big crack in the wood of the back of his head with a couple stray wires kind of sticking out of it.
I want to say Cassiel would probably try to poke those wires back into the crack, but Cassiel knows better.
As he realizes that there's like wires back there, he's gonna use the integration form or feature that Warforged have, and he's gonna integrate the horn by twisting the wires around the horn that he got from the Golden Stag into it to make it like
You got like a mohawk now?
a little bit of a. It's just like a horn.
The
that's
horn's
in, like,
not that big. Remember, it's like
It's
the
a
size
rat
of someone's
tail.
phone. Yeah, it's like a rat tail.
It's kind of like a rat tail, but it's sticking like straight back, basically, and like
Oh, it's
curved
sticking.
up,
It's sticking straight out.
straight back and a little bit up.
I thought it was gonna
like
like
curves a little bit
Stab
up.
someone with that.
Yeah, just run into
How are you
someone
gonna-
backwards.
How are you going to lay down? I guess you don't need to lay down.
I don't need to
ever.
lay down. No.
That's fair.
All right. You actually feel when that happens, like you feel your systems and your body like almost rejuvenate. You feel better than you felt in a long time. And
But you're still poisoned.
You're still poisoned.
Cool,
So
okay, that's
maybe
that's
you don't
fine.
feel
I
better than
expected
you
that
felt in
much.
a
That's
long
totally fine.
time.
That's okay.
But you feel your head is clearer than it's been in a long time. And you feel like not a new source of energy, but you feel like the source of energy that you are running on has been heightened. There's more of it in your body now. And it's really good for you. And you
It's
almost
like
feel
caffeine.
yeah. And you almost feel like your mind is like trickling on some distant memory, but you can't quite get a fix on it.
As it kind of like happens, he's gonna have his head turn 360 as it like starts integrating. That way he can like fix it like with his hands both in front of him, and then it'll rotate all the way back around again.
Nice. All right. With that, and with future plans set in stone to travel together, we are going to end the episode there. Or we're going to end the episode with them all going to bed and waking up in the morning. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to this episode of Channel Divinity. If you like what we're doing here, if you enjoyed the episode, we use a 5-star review. Tell us what you liked about us. And if you really liked what we're doing, tell your friends. Word of mouth is the best way to spread something like this. If you want to send us a longer message, you can email us at channeldivinitypodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter or Instagram at our social media accounts. If you want to give us a name for me to use so I don't have to worry about names, because I worry about names and I forget them a lot, that would be huge. That would be great. You can send it to us in one of your 5-star reviews or in the email. You can give us your given name, or you can give us a cool name you thought of for a D&D world. Can't promise we'll get to all of them, but I'll do my best to try to get to some of them. We do have a quick message from our editor-in-chief.
That's me, Dean. we're having sound effects now. Those are licensed on a website called freesounds.org. It's like a special license that lets people just use them for free. Some of them do require us to like call out the people who created them, which we're more than willing to do. We'll have a link to our website in the episode description, and you can find all of those attributions on the website.
Awesome.
Also, I am new to editing, so if you guys have any feedback for me while I'm editing, I am more than willing to take feedback. I want to get better at this. I'm self-taught, and so anyone with suggestions or improvements they can think of, feel free to email those to us or send a message on our social medias.
Awesome. And, yeah, we'd love that. Also, we've got another message from Gordon.
What's up? So, for a little reminder, the music done at the beginning of the episodes and at the end of the episodes is done by our friend Cale Thatcher. If you want to check him out on Spotify, on iTunes, you can check his music out there. Give him a listen. He's really cool.
Also, just like the last couple episodes, Gordon is still holding the mic.
I'm still holding the mic.
He will probably be holding it for at least one more episode.
Yes.
Hopefully after that, we'll get him a stand. But, once again, thank you so much for listening. Going around the table, we've got...
I'm David. I play Cassiel.
Dean, and I play Vesper Ravenwing.
I'm Gordon, and I play Blank.
We'll see you next time.
Keep tuning in.